And we're back again. And today we're going to talk about XLM, Stellar Lumen, better as known as XLM. If you see this coin, Coinbase, Gemini, Binance, Kraken, BitTrue, Bitmark are pretty much available on every platform. This is a very important coin. This will be one of the coins that runs the world in the future. I've heard it will be quantum silver. It will be the people's coin. And the blockchain, the Stellar Lumen blockchain, has been used for MoneyGram, Western Union, and things of therefore nature. And also will be connected to space travel and things like that. But we'll get to that later. Starting off, let's talk about the history of XLM. My name is Kyle, and let's take you for this ride. So, XLM is an open source decentralized protocol for digital currency to fiat low cost transfers, which allows cross-border transactions between any pair of currencies. The Stellar Lumen protocol is supported by the Delaware nonprofit corporation, the Stellar Development Foundation, through its organization. There we go. In 2014, Jed McCaleb, founder of MountGov and co-founder of Ripple XLM, that's right, the co-founder of XLM, broke off from XRP, launched a network system Stellar with his former lawyer, Joyce Kim, before the initial launch. McCaleb formed a website called the Secret Bitcoin Project, seeking alpha testers. The nonprofit Stellar Development Foundation was created in collaboration with Stripe CEO Patrick Collusions, and the project officially launched in July. Stellar Lumen received $3 million in seed funding from Stripe, and Stellar was released as a decentralized payment network and protocol for native currency Stellar. At its launch, the network had 100 billion Stellars. 25% of those would be given to nonprofits working towards financial inclusion. Stripe received 2% of 2 billion initial Stellar in return for seed investment, and the cryptocurrency originally known as Stellar was later called Lumens or XLM. In 2014, Macaw Bitcoin, the first Brazilian exchange, announced it would be using Stellar Network. By January 2015, Stellar had approximately 3 million registered users on this platform, and market cap was almost 15 million. The Stellar Development Foundation released as an upgraded protocol with a new census algorithm in 2015 and went live in November 2015. The new algorithm used SCP, a cryptocurrency protocol created by Stanford professor David Myers. Lightyear.io, a for-profit entity of Stellar, was launched in May 2017 as a commercial arm of the company. In 2017, Stellar Lumen announced its benefits program as part of its Stellar Partnership Grant Program, which would award partners up to $2 million worth of Lumen for project development. 2018, Lightyear Corporation acquired Chain Inc. and the command company named Interstellar. Now, we're going to read a little bit more about this history, right? Understanding Stellar Lumen blockchain. Stellar Lumen's basic operation is similar to most decentralized payment technology. It runs a network of decentralized servers with a distributed ledger that is updated every 2 to 5 seconds among all nodes. The most prominent distinction factor between Stellar Lumen and Bitcoin is the consensus protocol. The consensus protocol does not rely on an entire mining network to approve transactions. Instead, it uses a federal blockchain agreement algorithm, which enables faster processing of transactions. This is because it uses a quorum slice to approve and validate transactions. Each node of the Stellar Lumen network chooses another set of trustworthy nodes, and once the transaction is approved by all nodes within the set, then it's considered approved. And here's the thing. Bottom line is Stellar Lumen is one of those coins that are in the future. So if you guys can purchase it, this is a wonderful coin to get. You know what I'm saying? You could get it from any exchange pretty much. They all sell them. Coinbase, Kraken, Crypto.com. I don't know any exchange that doesn't still sell Lumen. And it's especially important because, again, like I always say, and I've said in the past, it will be considered quantum silver. And by the way, this is my PowerPoint. It's not my ebook, but I sell an ebook describing all of this, showing you where to get certain things and things of that nature. But we're going to go straight to the ISO 22 part, well, we're going to talk about XLM. All right. XLM is for cross-border payment, DeFi payment, person-to-person, bank-to-bank, remittance. XLM one-to-one for silver. It would be considered digital silver. If you're wondering those, and if you're wondering those that got it backed, with those that are backing it, it is SWIFT, the World Bank, the World Economic Trade Fund, the BIS, and the International Monetary Fund. This is why it's important to pay attention, because this will be one of the coins that will run the future. As it says right here, approved, right, by the BIS, Bank of International Statements, the World Bank, and the World Economic Trade Forum. Stellar Lumen is one of the coins that we use for cross-border payments. As far as relationships, let's get into some of those relationships. Right? Now, we may not be aware of them, but to Jim, Zag, FinCluster, Fluster Wave, Chickpeas, Wallet, CoinVest, Fireblock, Tempo, Wire, MVP, Workshop, Tribal Credit, Noodle, Firefly, CoWire, Ripple Fox, The White Company, Stellar X, and Lumen Shine. Right? This is one of the, also IBM. IBM has been working with Stellar Lumen for a while. If you know anything about IBM, they're very big on quantum computers and will be the future of quantum reality, dimensions, and ultimate of that nature. Shift Markets and Lightyear. Shift partners with 60 cryptocurrency exchanges around the world. Most of these exchanges lie in emergency markets, and a partnership with Lightyear should be a launch platform for XLM and provide finance, payment, and basic banking services to impoverished nations to simply have access to these facilities. XLM gets exposure to a global audience, and everybody gets a chance to switch fiat to cryptocurrencies. DLOTA, right? One of the world's biggest professional services providers signed with Stellar Lumen to provide affordable and rapid payment systems due to DLOTA Digital Bank. Stripe, a payment system as we all know, Stripe is one of the biggest payments across the world for businesses. Stripe, as I showed you before, gave $3 million in the very early inception. The Wing Sun Group, Chinese giant, has interest in the automotive sector, real estate, financial services, and now launched Wing Cloud, an open source blockchain protocol, and they're using the Stellar Lumen chain for it. Also, SC, Stellar Lumen Circle. And of course, but so if you look into the history of it, it says Circle launches its USDC, the stablecoin USDC, on the Stellar Lumen network. Stellar has been an official chain of USDC since October 2020. Now, you didn't hear it from me. USDC is backed by Circle, which is backed by Goldman and Sachs. And as it says from this article, USDC, the biggest base stablecoin after Tether, is run on the Stellar Lumen blockchain. And last but not least, but probably as important, is Jed McCaleb. Let's see. Jed McCaleb is starting a company called Vast. And Vast is totally funded by him, is a company that wants to launch itself into space. So soon, XLM will be the corner market and payment system for space mining, artificial intelligence, and the currency worldwide and galaxy-wide for a matter. So it's extremely important. And with all that, I'm wrapping it up. Yes, this is one of the cryptos that's going to take over the world. Quantum Silver, XLM, Stellar Lumen. You can purchase it on many crypto exchanges. If anybody wants to have any crypto consultant advisory or other coins, as I've given some, but not all, my information is in the description. Be aware, people. Time is moving fast. I'll talk a lot about interesting things that happen, but I'm also trying to tell people how they can prepare themselves for the future. So when you're receiving these things, not just from me, but from people in general about how the world is changing, and we're becoming more quantum space reality more than oil and gas, real estate world. We're turning into, we are being remittance into a galactical adventure. That means the technology has to change. And either you change with it or you get lost. As I always say, you can either be prepared for the future or be a victim of the past. The choice is always yours. This is Kala signing up.